So when I say you are Igbos, you are surely Igbos. We need to understand this. It's important that we understand it, that the Almighty called the Igbos to deliver. First of all, they are brothers and sisters who share the same faith with them, and then to deliver the word. We are to save these people, not they saving. That is why you see every day the word is getting worse and worse. Why? Because the key to deliverance is in the hand of the devil's men. That is why they are telling you today. Now you see them, people are saying, how can a pastor? What is a pastor? The pastor is built on the foundation of a false god. And that is why it is easy for him to tell you that homosexual is nothing. They will tell a woman to come and want to deliver you. They deliver women by sucking their breasts or sleeping with them. This thing has nothing to do with the Almighty. That is why the church is the wrong place to be. They said synagogue. What is synagogue? Asi, ano, ago, ogo. These things are things they change. They change them because they don't understand what they mean. They change them because it's not their language. They have to put it in a form. They say synagogue. Synagogue means nothing. But if you understand the Igbo language and know that it is Asi, ano, ago, ogo. That is, when you come, you stay and you pray or you make divination. Asi, ano, ago, ogo. Now they now say synagogue. There is nothing like Hebrew language. Hebrew language is two languages mixed together, which has nothing to do with the Almighty. The language he speaks, when he speaks Igbo language. It has been proven. They have proved it through DNA that the only people that have the L1, L2, L3 are the Igbos. Those people who are living in the state of Israel has nothing to do with Abraham. Neither do they have anything to do with Jacob. These are men that most of them were actually, yes, at the time, maybe their fathers or whatever walked with our ancestors. But they have nothing whatsoever. I think around 1200 BC. They have nothing whatsoever to do with Jacob or with Abraham. That is why they come up with all these lies to make you see them close to the Bible. What do they have? Look at their tradition. It has nothing whatsoever. These are the Kasa kingdom men. People that has always worshipped Buffet, that have always served Baal, that have dedicated their life to paganism, that have worked, they introduce a religion they say is Judaism. What is Judaism? Have you taken time to study the religion they are giving you and they are saying that it relates to the Almighty? The things they call you into and they introduce to you, the rituals they do, and you think that the Almighty has something to do with that? Why do we like to be deceived? That they brought it to you, that you've been ignorant for a long time does not mean that you should accept whatever that has been brought to you. I am not here to criticize, but it pains me when I see my people being deceived. It is about time we stop wasting our time in these churches and with these Judaism people and understand that the Hebrews, that is the Igbos, are the true Hebrews, and that what has been given to us is second to none. There is no need we confusing ourselves with the white man's lies and believing in his stories when we can understand that we have the main thing and we are the main people. We are, in fact, they are supposed to be following us. They are supposed to be sitting with us. I listened to some of the brothers after saying all they are saying. They are still, he said that he's awake, and you see him every Sunday, he still goes to church. That is a bloody fool. I'm sorry to say that. I'm sorry to use the word. You understand the truth and you know the truth, and you are still sitting listening to the lies. Then that means you are either crazy or you are a foolish person. It makes no sense. Since you understand the truth, why don't you stay for why are you still? That means you don't value what you believe, because If you still understand the truth and you still believe in lie and you still participate in the lie, then that means there's something wrong with you. What am I saying? Yes, I'm saying that we should stop this church thing and Judaism and serve the true and the living Almighty. Let's understand it. There are some areas of the scripture that we need to question, but there are areas too that we need to at least harvest 75% of it. We know that, yes, that there are some books in the scripture that are introduction to certain books that are already existing. And we need to know where all these things are, how they are. Because if you don't search deep, if you don't make researches, if you don't study hard, you won't be able to come to the knowledge of truth. So how do you come to the truth? You read, you study, you research, then you conclude. So we need to understand that there are some things that we ought to do as a people. There are some things that we cannot do. We cannot be living a lie because they've lied to us. And they have made sure that we stayed in that lie. And that is why they are still creating, issues or things that will make you believe that the truth is what you've been told. And our people are buying into this lie. I'm sorry to be taking your time. I'm sorry to be wasting your time. But what I'm saying is this. Until we free ourselves from this association, we can never truly be free. We can never truly be free. The biggest mistake that Africans have made is embracing Islam and Christianity. And today, a lot of people are embracing what they call Judaism. When actually the Holy Land, the land that has been holy from the beginning of creation, has always been in Africa. The people that we are choosing has always been we, the Igbos. So we have always been in the African nation, and still yet Africans, even the Igbos themselves, many of them travel to this so-called state of Israel to go and waste their money and come back. They come back, they think that that something has been impacted in them. They started getting excited, only to discover that there is nothing. When pastors have seen that it's an opportunity, what they did is that they spray propagandas and they made it, a thing of privilege, and they have used it to dupe people. I'm taking 30 people to Israel this year. I'm taking 50 people to Israel this year, and people will pay money, bring in money. They will use it. They will collect their money and they will take them there. Some of them will even buy sands from this land that was bought by an American businessman. That has nothing, absolutely nothing to do with holiness. And that is why the Arabs are fighting till today. Because they understand the trick that is behind it. It's only we, ignorant Africans, that don't understand the ration behind it. And if you see where we are defending that land, we are defending it with all our heart when we cannot even defend our own backyard. What is wrong with us? Why is it that these people have so brainwashed us that we don't even reason again? We only see what they want us to see, and we do what they have predicted us to do. We need to come out of this mess. This confusion has to stop. There is no holy land in that state of Israel. There is no holy land. There is no holy land in Mecca. The only holy land is the one that is in Africa, is in Igbo land. And not until we begin to recognize it, things will keep getting worse. That is why the world can never get better, because we are looking at the direction we are not supposed to be looking. We are facing where we are not supposed to be facing. We have ignored the things that are important, the areas that the Almighty has given to us. This is a call for every. I want you to know, if your forefathers are from United States of America, if your forefathers lived in the shore of Canada, if your forefathers lived in Jamaica, if your forefathers lived in Trinidad and Tobago, if your forefathers lived in Haiti, you are an Igbo man, you are an Igbo woman. That is why they are saying you are the Hebrew Israelites. They know who you are, not because It's only those who are living in US. That is madness. It's crazy. It's confusion. It is the Babylonian spirit. Once you have that in your head, you are the spirit has possessed you. That Babylonian spirit is confusion. You came from somewhere, and we understand the story. That is why, if you really want to find out this story, time will not permit me to really say a lot of things, because I have proofs. I have things to show you, not the white man's book. I'm going to show you from things written on stones. I'm going to show you from things written on stones, and you compare the language that was written down on those stones with the language that is in Olmecs, to know that this is the same language. The people that wrote it are the same people. The Igbo have 12 ways of writing, and we know all the ways, and they are there. I have things to show you to prove to you that you can trace your root back to Igbo land. We are the same. The whole 12 tribes are in Igbo land, but we know that at a point, most of the tribes, some of the people from each tribe left. And that was why, even before, we are talking about around 1200 BC, we were all over the world. We were ruling the world. We were in America. Columbus came to America only some hundreds of years ago. But thousands of years ago, we have been there. We've been there. So don't be deceived. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. What we serve the Almighty. That is why we see our people embracing religion, because it's part of us. It's who we are. That is why they are able to get us. Not that we cannot. No, we are people that cannot do without. We can't do without worship. And they knew that this is our life. If you watch them, they are faking it. But we are born and we are created for worship. We understand where we are coming from. We know that there is something divine about us. We want to always connect to divinity. And that is why they are easily getting us. So it's not because the black man or black man is easily manipulated. No, it's because religion is in our DNA. We are Igbos. And we are called to worship the Almighty. And that is why they are easily, manipulating us with their fake religions. But we need to understand the true religion and how to follow it. That is why we need to get in touch. The Holy Land you are looking for is not in state of Israel. It's not in Saudi Arabia. It's not in Mecca. It's not in any place but Igbo land. We need to understand that and understand it well. They know it. In fact, many of them now from that state of Israel are coming to Igbo land, visiting it, because they understand what it is. That is the place that has been ordained and sanctified by the Almighty himself. So let us not waste our time and our money looking at a wrong direction. Let us focus on where we need to focus. That is why I didn't want to talk anything. I didn't want to go into religion. But I want us to understand something, because I see a lot of confusion. I see a lot of frustration. I see illusion. People, having so many things in their mind, and then at the end of the day, they are all wrong. So many books are out there to deceive you. But I'm telling you that I don't have only just books. I have proofs. So I'm going to add these 3 tapes to 2 other tapes from 1 or 2 brothers. Then for you to know that what I'm saying is not just, I'm not just making it up. But then there are other materials. If you want it, it will be released to you. That where you are looking for is not in Asia, is not in Europe. It is in the place they call Africa today, in Igbo land. And that is why we are asking and advocating for the state of Biafra, so that we can really establish that holy ground for the Almighty himself.